Hello everyone, welcome. Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Today I thought I would do a video showcasing this beautiful new thin cut that we have. It is a full panel thin cut. It is called the Stitched Lattice Background. That's the packaging. And our thin cuts come with magnet sheets, which I think is so nice. And it cuts this little bit of a lattice detail. You can see it there. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so cool. I cut one out of our canary cardstock. So you can see what it does there. It puts in the stitch detailing and then cuts out all those little, they almost look like a little flower. They're not a circle. In the video they kind of look like a circle, but they're more like a little flower. So I thought I would show how to put together a quick card using this. I'm going to add some glue and glue it down to a piece of white daisy cardstock so that white shows through, and then I'll put it onto a card base. And the card stock is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and this is just a smidge under that, so you get a tiny little bit of border. If you wanted to, you could trim your paper so that it doesn't stick out the edge, but I thought sticking out on the edge was fine. This is a card base I made from some cardstock in my stash. I have a lot of cardstock. My husband works at a place where they have a marketing department, and every now and then things get abandoned and I get to have it. Kind of handy. So there we go, and you can see that white pops through there so nicely. It's just nice and simple, super easy. The other two shapes I'm using, I have this little scallopy guy and then this little stitch square, come from the waterfall thin cut set that we have. So you can see those two shapes there. I love when we have shapes in other sets that we can use to extend their life a little bit. I have with Sympathy, I need a Sympathy card. And this is an oldie moldy, but I really like it. It's this set from back in the day, but you know, any stamp set, any sentiment will work on here. Now this one is obviously too long to fit on here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it. So I've got some Post-it strips here. I just cut a Post-it note up, and I'm going to stick this on here, and I'm going to take our black ink and I'm going to ink it up. And then remove the Post-it, and I think I'm going to grab the little squishy mat that comes with the stamp set in hopes that that will help me get a better stamped image. I think that should still be wet. And there you go. Now I'm going to take my stamp chamois. I'm going to give that a good wipe. And I'm just going to wipe it with my thumb a little bit. And I am going to mask with another piece of Post-it, a fresh piece. And I'm just going to put it over the width and then ink up the Sympathy. Again, remove the Post-it, and then I will stamp Sympathy underneath, and that worked really well. And again, I'm going to just wipe this off. The stamped chamois does a really nice job of wiping the ink off so you don't end up with, I call it an ink shadow showing up. The other little image I thought would be cute to put on there, this is an oldie moldy one too. There are these cute little hearts on there. So check your stamp sets. There are always little bonus images that you can use in other places. So I've got a little 1-inch block. Pop in that little heart on there. Ink it up. And I thought a little heart down here would be sweet. And up we go. And again, I'm going to stamp chamois the ink off of it. You can tell I have used this one. Look at how dirty that is. It's clean. It's just stained. That is the sign of a very well-loved stamp. Okay, let's close the ink up before I have an accident with that. And I'm going to just glue this layer onto this other little yellow square. Get that out of the way. And we'll pop that in there. You can see how that looks. You can see the detailing of the little scalloped edge with the stitched detailing that shows. And then I am just going to, what do you think? Up at the top, middle, not the bottom. I might just right in there. And I think I'm going to pop it up. I think I'm going to give it a little dimension. In fact, I've got some dimensional innards from our adhesive for shaker cards. So I think I will use up all those little bits in there. And we'll pop this sucker up and that card will be done. Be ready for a little something to be written on the inside, or if I choose to find something to stamp on the inside, I could do that. I think that will give it just a little bit of something, something. And this is for my mother-in-law. My father-in-law passed away, and she loves the color yellow, so I thought I would send her a bright, cheery yellow card. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time.